We were already late. Suitcases by the door, boarding passes in my pocket, my daughter tugging at the zipper like it was a promise. Then his phone buzzed. He didn't know I could read upside down. He didn't know I'd already learned how quiet betrayal sounds. Your daughter is embarrassing. Your sister needs a drama-free day. The words landed soft, surgical, not rage, not panic, just clarity. I didn't cry. I didn't beg. I nodded while he invented excuses about timing, stress, family optics. I watched him choose them over us with the calm confidence of someone who thought I was trapped. That was the moment I stopped being a wife and became a witness. I remember when we first met, he liked that I was self-contained, smart, calm. He said I made things easy. I mistook that for love. His sister was always there, in the background, smiling too hard, measuring me. She never raised her voice. She didn't need to. Control doesn't shout, it edits. Back then, I believed marriage meant partnership. I believed protecting my child would never be negotiable. I believed family was something you built, not something you hid behind. I was wrong. The signs didn't arrive dramatically. They crept. Changed travel plans, conversations that stopped when I entered rooms, my daughter being described as sensitive instead of brilliant. The first time he suggested leaving her behind, just this once, I laughed. The second time, I memorized his tone. Then came the messages, not romantic, strategic. Conversations about image, appearances, what people will think. My child reduced to a liability. That night, I sat alone in the kitchen while they planned a future where we were optional, and I felt something settle in my chest. Resolve. I didn't confront him. I didn't threaten. I did something far more dangerous. I listened. I documented everything. Dates, times, language. I learned how assets were structured, whose name was on which account, which signatures were required, which weren't. I smiled through dinners while filing copies. I attended family events while recording patterns. I let them believe I was tired, distracted, weak. Weakness is the costume people never question. The plan took months. Precision always does. I met with a lawyer during playdates. I separated finances quietly, legally, irrevocably. I ensured every move protected my daughter first. I didn't take revenge. I took position. By the time they noticed something was wrong, the narrative was already written, and it didn't include them as heroes. The confrontation happened exactly where it began, the airport. Same doors, same rolling suitcases, different power. They saw us and went pale. Because I wasn't chasing, I was standing still. He tried to speak. I raised a finger. Not to silence him, to remind him he no longer had permission. I handed him the envelope, divorce papers, custody filings, financial disclosures, every truth he thought I didn't know, highlighted. His sister reached for his arm. I looked at her for the first time without fear. You wanted a drama-free day, I said, so I removed myself, permanently. Her smile cracked. Control hates witnesses. Security called his name over the intercom. Last boarding call. He looked between me and the gate, like a man realizing too late which exit mattered. You did this behind my back, he said. I smiled, small, precise. No, I said, you did this to your family. I just finished it. Now, when I think about that day, I don't feel anger. I feel relief. My daughter sleeps peacefully now. She laughs loudly, takes up space. She is no longer something to be hidden. As for me, I learned that silence isn't weakness, it's leverage. They thought excluding us would make life simpler. They were right, just not for them. Because when they saw us again, they didn't see embarrassment. They saw consequence.